Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes, it's Saturday. We all know what this means, ladies and gentlemen. We're rocking it out on the Acoria Gaming League. Okay, right, let's go ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping you guys are having a beautiful day today. I'm definitely having a beautiful day. All sunny skies the entire day, and hoping today's race it'll be all sunny skies for everybody. So I hope you guys are having a real good time out there and you're feeling real good and hyped as usual in the chats. So right, so we're gonna get cracking out here, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be epic. Alright, so we're gonna be rocking out the Bahrain track today. So, this track just brings out real good, awesome memories. But as we wait right here, we're just gonna wait out for these guys to sort out their driver's briefing and all of that, and then we'll be hanging in there, getting into the quali session. Right, so I hope you guys are ready to rumble. Let me know in the chats if you're ready to rumble, as everybody always does. So let's get cracking. Let's have a look and see how things are going. Alright, so the Bahrain track, one of those special tracks out there to say, okay. Alright, so the guys are already chatting out there, just getting themselves ready for the entire lobby to be sorted, and I'm seeing a lot of drivers out here. So let's just do a quick head count and see how many drivers we have. Right, today we have 16 drivers. This is going to be an interesting one here, ladies and gentlemen, because this means that we're going to have a full quali session. So, whoa. Let's have a quick squeeze and a quick look to see how the Bahrain looks like. Well, the Bahrain, wow. The Bahrain track looks like, jeez. Right, definitely been having too much of a great day today, I think. But yes, let's have a quick squeeze and then just take you through this awesome track. Right, ladies and gentlemen, as we're looking at this beautiful layout of the Bahrain track with me right here, so this is going to be a spectacular track, as we all know that it is an awesome track. It's the same track that in turn 3 we saw last season of Formula 1. We saw Grosjean have a bit of a near-death experience, but it showed a lot of action-packed racing last year in the normal Formula 1, real-life Formula 1. But here we go now in our regular eSport track. We've had a few guys having a few moments out there, especially in the second sector. But anyways, let me take you through this track right here. So as you go through the start-finish, you get your first DRS zone, which is a nice long straight. This will give a lot of drivers a good opportunity to do a lot of overtakes, but that's if the guys have enough ERS or enough fuel, or should I say have the speed going all the way down to the first corner. So after first corner, it's a real slow first corner coming from that long straight from the start finish. So drivers have to be really careful on that first corner, because it is quite tricky, especially on the first lap with all the drivers trying to make up positionings. It was going to be super tricky, but if everybody puts in that usual respect, amongst each other as always. It's going to be super epic. But anyways, as we go through the first corner, it's a really slow right-hander, but then being able to open it up by going out a little bit wide to the left, and then clipping that apex and getting onto the power, you'll be able to get a real good exit going all the way up towards turn 2. It's a bit of a nice smooth left-hander. It can be a little bit shaft if you go out a little bit wide on the exit of turn 1. But if you get it right, you'll have a nice smooth transition to turn 2, going all the way up to turn 3, where Grosjean's accident happened. And then that will lead us to our second DRS zone, going all the way up to turn 4. So that's between turn 3 and turn 4. We're rocking out the DRS zone. This will give these guys a bit of a more opportunity for them to make a few overtakes. So just really it's all determined on how well you get your exit from turn 1 going through into turn 2 leading up to turn 3 to really be able to get that overtake completed properly. Otherwise, you'll find yourself side by side into turn 4 or right behind the other driver into turn 4 and not being able to complete the move, because turn 4 can be a little bit tricky. It's a medium right-hander, but also has a bit of a weird kink. It's almost like 2 turns going into that right-hander. It is quite an epic one right there, ladies and gentlemen. So now, taking that right-hander, you can keep it really sharp. But then if you're a driver on the inside, you're forcing the driver on the outside to go out a little bit wide on the runoff on the exit of turn 4. So that's going to be a bit of a tricky one there. We see a lot of moves happen there in real F1, and we definitely did see a lot of moves happen last season on Acoria eSport League, and we definitely have a feeling it will be happening once again this time around. So this is going to be quite an interesting race right here. So if you do manage to really get a bit of a jump or a bit of a lead with against your opponents from turn 4 to turn 5, this will allow you to get a bit of an advantage, because then as soon as you enter turn 5 as the first driver, you'll be able to just allow your opponent to just, not really allow, but force your opponent to get onto the brakes a bit or to let off the throttle, so you can lead through turn 5, 6 and 7, because that's close to high speed right and the left-hander. But going all the way down the hill to turn 8, that's a bit of a tricky one here. We're going to be seeing a lot of locking up coming from these drivers right here. So it's going to be super interesting going towards that turn 8. If the drivers get it right leading out of turn 8, it's going to be spectacular for them, because it's going to look real good if you get the exit right. But then for the driver that's left behind, it's going to be a bit of a problem for them. So all the way down. And now you're going through on the exit of turn 8. So turn 8 is a slow corner. As you take it, you go all the way down, all the way a bit of a uphill moment, a bit of a crest. Also at the same time going through 9 and 10. But then coming from turn 8, if you don't apply the power properly, you'll end up in a situation where you just get a lot of wheel spin and losing control of your car if you're a little bit off the track right there. So we see a lot of overtakes coming from there where people break in quite late to take a dive into that turn 8. But anyways, now here we go, leading all the way up. This is pretty much the second sector now, leading all the way up into turn 9 and 10. This we usually see a lot of battles, trying to go all the way up that hill. We might see a lot of side by side movements happening there. And also it's another turn 10 will be another slow left-hander, which this is where the guys tend to just try to outbrake their opponents. But if you just brake a little bit too late, you end up in the gravel trap or straight into the barrier. Now this leads us to our third DRS detection zone, and also the third DRS zone that we have right here on Bahrain track, leading from 10 to 11. So from there, it's a bit of a short one. It's a bit of a mini sprint from 10 to 11, leading up 210, making sure that you go all the way wide to the right before going into turn 11, because it's a bit of a long left-hander, followed by turn 12, switching over, full throttle, pedal to the gas, pedal to the metal, and just gassing it out all the way through, getting into that turn 12, going all the way up into 13. But it does get a little bit tricky. It's taking a little bit of a curb into turn 12. You find yourself spinning in most cases, or the car, if you unsettle the car going through turn 12 in that through that high speed right-hander, you do find yourself spinning through that corner. So it is a bit of a tricky corner, but if you get it right, you really ace it, and you gather a lot of time, and you make sure that you get some real good times out of the third sector. Right, so now moving from there, we are going through to the next turn, which is 13 to 14. So getting a real good exit, running wide on 13, on the entry of 13, just hitting that apex nicely towards the exit, and then running all the way down to 14. This is where the guys are using their ERS. It is a tiny bit of a long straight, going all the way down to 14, but the guys use a lot of ERS down there to try and make overtakes. It's all about the slipstream, all about the toe, all about the ERS on this section right here, which is the third sector, the only straight on the third sector, so it's gonna look epic going all the way down to 14. But then now when you get to 14, you got two corners, which is 14 and 15, the last two corners of this track before you hit the main straight, which is the start finish straight. So it is a little bit tricky. If you open up 14 properly, going through to 15, you'll look real good. Just opening it up nicely, just getting on the throttle. As soon as you see 15, get all the way into the power, you'll have your lacquer straight finish all the way. It'll give you a lot of top speed, definitely, but yeah, it's gonna be rocking as usual. So ladies and gentlemen, yes, we are getting ready to rumble right here, as we've always had it, and definitely do enjoy having you guys. Hey, how's it there? Hey GTA, how's it going there? You're only so watching Buddy. Who's Buddy? I don't know guys, who's Buddy, but anyways, Afrox, please, Afrodox, sorry, please let me know who's Buddy. And then yes, thank you for good luck to all of our drivers for DTA, from DTA going to Griever, and then good luck to everyone coming from King Alpha. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so please give me a bit of a moment so I can just join into the lobby. They're already starting their qualifying time, so let's give me a bit of a moment so I can keep this cracking. Right, ladies and gentlemen, actually I wanted to ask you something. You know, we always get the awesome support from you guys, as always. So, you let me know, what would you like to see extra from, apart from all that stuff that we do? What extra would you like to see? You know, so we can maybe just most probably work on it as you know, as time progresses. But what extra would you like to see on the streams as we usually have them out here? Alright, so for those of you who've just joined us, thank you very much for joining in. It's an awesome pleasure to see you guys out here. So let's see how things are going for us out here. So I'll have a look at this. So if you've been here a lot of times, you've seen how our streams rock out, you've seen how we do everything. I just want to know, what extra thing would you like to see? You know, the guys that just they had a bit of a glitched lobby, so they're getting back together again just now. So we'll be getting going just now with the quali session, and it's going to be a full quali with a 50% race on the Bahrain track. So it's going to be quite interesting. Alright, so yeah, please do let me know in the chat what kind of cool stuff would you like to see. So here we go now. We are getting all ready and sorted. Let me start showing you guys how awesome things are going to be. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, as we wait for the lobby to start up, it seems like the guys are having a bit of an internet issue for a few of the other guys, so hopefully things will come right as we are rocking out here with a lot of guys. So today we do have, let me have a look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we've got 12 drivers on the field today. So this is going to be an interesting one right here as we rock it out here. But yes, I've been having an interesting day today. So for those of you, you know, for those of you who don't know, yes, you know, I'm a black guy. But you know, it's quite interesting. So last weekend, rocked out in the sun, no sunscreen, felt a bit of a tingle on my skin. But today, rocked out in the sun, and I had sunscreen, and it felt different. You know, it really felt different. I think, you know, I was just going through, well, that's a bit of a sidetrack right there. So, but I was just going through a few of the things that we have out there in the F1, you know, in general. And, you know, what do you guys think about F1 coming to South Africa? You know, do you think we are ready for this, or What's your opinion on it? I'd like to know. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let us get rumbling. So, we headed into our first quali. Quali starting soon. Yes, it has started. Right here, DTA, we have started our quali session just now. So, it's loading in the first quali. It's going to be quite interesting because most of the drivers are quite seasoned when it comes to this track. So we should see a lot of interesting times, and I've been hearing a lot of drivers have been doing a lot of practicing, to say, some private sessions happening there and there. But let's see how this is going to rock out right here. So. Okay, let us bring up our telemetry. Let's rock. So, full on. All the other drivers are in the pits. 18 minutes to go for this first quali session to end. And let's see how this is going to rock. Pardon me. This is going to rock out. So, you can see we have one team that's about to go out. Is it me? Or did I just lose audio? That is quite strange. Okay. Huh. Oh, there we go. There's my audio. Sheesh. That was odd. You just needed to just go out a little bit and then everything will be good. Right, so we got a few drivers rocking it out. They're coming out of the pit. They're going to be getting themselves all ready to rumble. This should be quite a beautiful time out here. But let's have a look and see which drivers we can get on board with. Right, so let me just set up my screen quickly so I can actually see the chat also at the same time. And yes, let's get rocking. So as everybody gets out onto the track, we can see right here we have Wolf in the Renault. You can see right there, oh gee whiz, the Uninterfield has gotten out of the pits right there. Only 2 drivers are still in the pits. And as we do have right here, we've got Wolf, who's had an epic finish to the last season. Let's see this time around this season. Didn't have a real good footing initially on this on the first race of the season, which was last week, but then this week around he seems to be confident, as you can see right there. He's acing those racing lines 100%. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, just remember this is still the out lap. They're sorting things out. Yes, DTA, it is the start of the action right here. It is. Alright, so let's have a look and see how this is going right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a beautiful one right here. So we've got, that's quite interesting. So Sebi and Wolf are in the same team. So this Sebi is filling in for Alicia today. She is not here today, but let's see how this is going to go out for this young man right here as he goes through the first sector. Now we're cruising along with Sebi. Sebi opens up the corner a little bit wide, breaks in quite late, manages to almost kiss an apex going into the right hand and now going all the way down into the left, right. Very nicely done. Gets purple on the first sector. Just give it a nice kick down and then going all the way down. Hard break and then taking that right hander, opening up that right hander quite well, going out wide. going out wide on the entry and then going towards the apex, and there we go, clips the apex, breaks down straight, and there we go, Griever giving us our fastest time for now, a 128.47. Oh jeez. And there we go, the times are rolling in. Mighty Gogs going out of a 125.8. What an epic time coming from Mighty Gogs, but hey, let's see how this is gonna go out for Sebi. Sebi is one of those drivers that I know that he is definitely fast. So as he now cruises through the last sector of this track, will he be able to put himself into the top 3 positions right there? We already have our top 3 drivers right there, which we have Mighty Gogs up at the top, so this is looking fairly good for the young man up there, and said he scores himself a top 5 position only by taking the 5th place position away from Martin. So let's see how this is going to work out for the rest of the other guys. So let's get on board right here. Wolf Wolf, as he crosses the start finish, he relegates his teammates to the 6th position. And then we got another driver that just came in right there. Qualitel taking the 3rd place position. That is looking real good for the young man right here. And we have Obnivius, who's currently on his outlap. And here we go, Crispy now going in the last 2 corners. Will he be able to get himself into top 5 positions right here? Oh, there we go. Takes the 5th place position away from Griever. But here we go now. King Alpha going through towards the last sector. Enters the last sector. Oh, he doesn't seem like he's got a hang of his car right there. It's bobbing and weaving around through the corner. It's not really getting a lot of control through. But let's see how this is going to work out for this young man right here. Ladies and gentlemen, just remember what I say. Please do post your ideas that you would like to see on the streams as time goes. We'll see how this is going to go. Let's go. King Alpha coming from Christian. There we go. King Alpha taking the 10th place position for now in Q1. Alright, so here we go now. Let's getting on board with Obnivius in the Ferrari. In the Ferrari, he is a man who is unstoppable here today. Let's see how he's going to do as he's cruising through the 2nd sector, opening up very nicely there. Nice braking, nice and smooth. Early shifting, which means short shifting. The whole entire thing will just allow you not to wheel spin coming out of the corners. Get a lot of speed and a real good entry, kissing that apex nicely there. This is looking real great for Obnivius so far. Let's see how he cruises through. Gets a purple in the middle sector, so it looks like he might get himself into the top 5 positions so far. So let's see how this is going to go for Obnivius right here as he's about to approach the last 2 corners. Now opens the corners a little bit up wide, nicks that apex a bit, and then here we go now, gets back onto the power, 5th gear, just to avoid any wheel spin. He's looking real good, moves into 6th place position. Alright, so let's get on board with we have TJ here who's still yet to set his time. Some of the guys have gone out to go for an extra lap, guys like Qualitel, and we just had Martin going straight into the pits just now. So we have Mighty Gogs, we still had, okay, that's quite interesting what's happening right there. Adventurous Huskar almost gave TJ, which is Griffin right there, almost gave him a bit of a moment going there on that last sector. So let's see how TJ is going to fare out as he's now going to start his flying lap. Now goes past the start finish, and let's see how this goes. All the way down to the 1st corner. This is the ideal place to be. No one really just want to open up. Ooh, a bit of trouble breaking into that right-hander, not being able to get a real good exit, but it still looks fairly okay. Gets into 2nd DRS, going all the way up the hill. Will he open up the corner a little bit wide? Doesn't, stays on the flag stuff, which is the tarmac. Doing quite well. Looks neat. Staying on the racing line so far. Gets a purple. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, it does not mean following that professional eSport line will allow you to get the fastest time, but TJ is proving us wrong here today as he's taking purple on the 1st sector. Let's see how this is gonna go for him. Will he be, a bit of a lockup going into that corner right there, but then manages to capture the car and avoid any issues and goes through that left turn nicely. So let's go now. He's cruising along the back straight. or should I say the back mini straight. And now here he goes now, high speed corners, gets onto the apex spot, nicely loses the back end and slides the car off. Oh, after having a real good run there. Just as I've said, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not careful on that right-hander, you will have a bit of an issue. The car does tend to step out of the way as you go through that corner. So these guys have to be careful. They have to be careful. They need to be able to get this right for themselves now. As you can see right here, TJ is what he's doing is he's trying to just get a bit of even heat throughout the wheels. He's most probably going to try this quali, another flying lap again, but microstatic gone straight into the pits again. Hopefully he'll be able to set a time for himself, but let's see how this is going to work out for TJ right there. Right, so here we go once again. Will TJ be able to improve? Let's get on board with him again. Let's go now. Opens up the corner a bit, right? Doesn't get onto the curb. Just very nice smooth entry to the first corner. It doesn't seem like he's lost out on any speed. He just must probably gained a bit of speed right there, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go now. We're doing quite well. Taking real good one out of that right, and looking real good so far. First sector completed. Now going through into the second sector so far. It didn't look so great on his first sector, but he's a bit down. Let's see how he's gonna go compared to the first run. Will he get a purple again in this second sector? On the first run, he managed to get a purple. Goes through the back mini straights right here. DRS wide open. DRS is going. Fuel mixer on Rich. He still has a bit of fuel to move around with, so this should allow him to get a few more laps so far. Let's see, will he get this car right this time around? There we go. Manages to ace it. Gets a purple in the middle sector, which is sector 2. Now cruising through the last sector. Had a real good exit right here, ladies and gentlemen. Will TJ be able to get himself into the top 5 positions? Oh, a bit of trail braking into the last corner. And you go now, all the way down to the pit straight. Will he be able to get himself in top 5 positions? And moves himself into second place position. What an epic lap coming from TJ, showing us how it's done. Yes, it's a bit off from our race leader currently, which is Mighty Gogs for 125.8, but TJ posting a 128.2, looking real good there for him. Alright, so here we go. Skekski just started his flying lap. The Samaran goes out a little bit wide on the exit of the first corner. As I've said, ladies and gentlemen, you lose out a little bit of time if you go out a little bit wide there. Here we go, using the eSport line, opening up the corner, managing, going a little bit wide there, just carrying out a bit of speed hopefully. And let's see how he goes through now. The first sector done and dusted. A little bit slow on the first sector, just at 5/10 behind. Whoa, losing the back end there for that sketchy dude right now in this Red Bull. So he's doing fairly okay so far, but let's see how he's gonna match out as he's most probably backing off from this flying lap. And he's just gonna carry on cruising to try recharge those batteries. He did have a bit of an oopsie moment, losing the rear end going up that hill. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've said, if you do not apply the power properly going out of that corner, you do end up just really burning rubber coming out of there. So hopefully these guys will be able to get things right. Alright, so if you've just joined us, welcome to our stream, and I hope you are enjoying. And I'll let you know this, I would advise you to make sure you get yourself your snacks ready, because when we start the race, It's going to be quite an insane race. So let's try get on board once again with the sketchy dude. This time around does nail the apex, still goes out wide on the exit, but let's see, it's a little bit smoother around this time about, so let's see how he does right now. Ooh, a bit of early braking to just get himself a little bit closer to that apex and managing to go out a little bit wide, using that a bit of extra. Ooh, this time around he manages to be a tad faster, 900ths of a seconds faster this time around, so this is looking real great for sketchy dude. So far a bit of a moment coming out of the corner, but let's see how he does now on the mini back straight. Will he be able to get this right for himself as it goes all the way down towards the end of the sector 2? Will he get things right now? Opens up again. Oh, comes in quite hot. Manages to keep the speed. Yes, this young man is a little bit fearless right there. Taking a bit of a different racing line. And Microstatic taking the second place position away from TJ. And there we go now. Sector 2 done for the sketchy dude. Will the sketchy dude put himself back into the second place position once again? Will he get himself right this time around? Here we go now. Qualifying 1 is almost completed. 3 more minutes to go. Let's see how this goes. Oh no, he doesn't improve by a 10th. Oh, it looked like a real good epic lap coming from the young man, but it seems like it was not good enough. So let's get on board right here with Crispy Crunch. Right, you'll find this young man on Twitch right out there, but let's get on board with this alpha. And now Crispy going through the middle sector. So far everything looks to be okay, fairly okay. He's not using his ERS, so I think he might have had a bit of a moment, and he's decided that he's gonna back off and just move along. Looking at this racing line, and he does seem like he is not really engaged on full beams right now. So let's see how this is gonna go for Nevius right there, as we have Crispy who's about to start his flying lap. So Nevius now just completed the first sector, going through quite nicely so far. But here we go now, getting on board with Crispy, taking the first corner a little bit wide. They misses out a bit on that apex, but had a bit of an issue applying powers. You can hear the engine kind of almost struggled a bit there to say, or came a little bit loose on the sound. Just loses the back end and don't. Oh my word, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wow, that is a bit of a disappointing one there for Crispy, as he's trying to improve. He's lost out a little bit there, but here we go now. We got Nevius going through the second sector right now, ladies and gentlemen. Just cruising along, trying to make sure he keeps everything nice and steady now. Going into the third sector, going all the way down, getting those tires nice and warm. Looks like he didn't like the lap that he's taken, and he's gonna go through for another one again, most probably. Here we go. Prepares himself, and let's see how this goes now. I think he could have he would have done that runoff a little bit sooner, to say, but we do see there's another Huss behind him, which is Griffin. So Griffin wants to move himself up into a few positions. Oh no! Nevius loses the rear end of his car there, but let's quickly get on board with Griffin. Griffin now. Oh, Griffin must have invalidated his lap somehow. Yes, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you've just joined us right now and enjoying what you're seeing so far as we go to the end of Q1, if you are enjoying it, please do consider to subscribe. It is a nice quick one. It doesn't cost anything, but definitely we'd love to have your support as always, as everybody does. Send us some support in the chats right there. But yes, chats, please do let me know, who are you in favor of winning today? Who is going to win today? We do know Mighty Gogs has seemed to be a little bit unstoppable, to say, in his car. So far, he's managed to ace each and every quali lap on the previous race, and got first place for each and every quali lap, and managed to finish in first place in the race. So he managed to dominate quite well in the previous race. So do you guys think he'll be able to dominate this time around? Yes, he's a tad faster than Microstatic and the rest of the other guys in the top 5 positions. But do you think he will dominate today? Let me know, ladies and gentlemen, in the chats. Let me know. Will the mighty gods dominate today as we end the first quali session? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. So the current first quali session has been completed and all the drivers will be moving through. So do not stress. We do have we are seeing Martin just obliterating his soft compound tires, just going through 3 sets already. That's going to be quite interesting for the young man, but hopefully he'll get things right there. Everybody else seems to have used one set of soft tires except for the last 2 drivers. So hopefully things will work out well for those drivers right now in the next quali session. Alright, so on this quali session, we will be losing a few drivers after this quali session. So let's hope the guys can move up into the top 10 positions. If they don't find themselves in the top 10 positions, they'll be losing out on this getting into Q3. So here we go as Q2 commences. Let's see how everybody is going to manage to get this right. Ooh, a bit of a glitchy moment right there from the game, and we can see right there a few drivers already going out. Let's see how this is going to go. We have Dolph, who's decided to go out quite early. He's going to carry on rocking the medium compound tires, right? So we are seeing a lot of drivers going out for mediums. Right, so this is my favorite time around about this time around. So this is currently they shake and bake lap, getting their tires nice and toasty. You know, if you don't get your tires nice and warm, you know, you're not going to be able to set a real good time, unfortunately. But let's see how these drivers are doing so far. As you can see right here, Dolph being one of the first drivers to go out of the pits. Oh, deciding to make a bit of way there from Dolph, allowing the next driver to go past. Oh, it looks like these guys are planning on trying out a bit of a slipstream giveaway right here. So these guys want to just try use each other's toe when they do their flying laps. So we'll see how this is going to go between the 2 drivers. You can see that the Reynolds is sticking quite close to the Merc right there. If I were him, I'd just create a little bit of space there so the toe is just enough for a start finish. But here we go right now as we go through the start finish. We are getting on board with Dolph. We have never been on board with Dolph this time around, so let's see how he does. Opens up that first corner, manages to almost kiss that apex quite nicely, keeping the car in the middle of the track, coming out of the first corner, going all the way up. DRS wide open into third corner, now all the way to the 4th corner, managing to get himself right, chooses a real good line, clips that apex nicely into that 4th corner, going up into 5th and 6th and 7th, and there we go, purple for the first sector. So far nobody has managed to take away the purple. Oh, looks like we have somebody taking away the purple from Dolph on the first sector, and you go cruising all the way into the 2nd sector right now, all the way up the hill, and hard braking, taking this left hander if you get it right, short shifting to make sure you don't wheel spin, and all the way down the back mini straight. Let's see how this is going to work out for this young man right here. Will he be able to get things right for himself as he missed out on the purple on the first sector? Will he get the 2nd sector right this time around? Here we go, gets 2nd sector purple. This is looking real good so far for Dolph right here. And we got the Reynolds, who is slipstreaming between Sebi or Wolf. It is slipstreaming, but I have a feeling it is Sebi. streaming right there. So here we go. Dolph will be setting our first time, followed by a Reynolds. We'll just see which Reynolds that is, and that is Wolf. Almost an identical time right there. 2 purple sectors for Dolph, and then there we go. Mighty Gogs posting a 126.8 right there. Obnivious a 127.4. As the times are rolling in, this is looking to be a bit of an interesting one right here, as the drivers are not really feeling those medium compound tires as much as they would most probably, but most probably they'll go out for another few laps again. But we do see Dolph has gone purple once again in the first sector. He is definitely pushing to try and get himself into the top 3 positions. Currently we do have Qualitel, who has who's gotten himself into the first place position with a 126.4, but that's a soft set of tires. Yes, the soft set of tires is the fastest set of tires during the race and during quali, but it does tend to deteriorate a little bit quicker than the mediums, and then followed by the hards. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, will Dolph be able to get himself back up into the top 3 positions right here? So here we go now, going through the last 2 corners, all the way down towards the start finish. Here we go, cranks up that DRS wide open and gets into 4th position. Oh, it does improve, but not as much as he would have wanted most probably. Alright, so let's get on board right here with Microstatic. Microstatic posted a real late time on the first quali session, so let's see how he does on the second session. Will he be able to get himself into the position that he wants? Top 5 positions, as usual, are up for grabs. Those are the positions that you want to start up in to make sure that, we have a driver that's spun out there. It looks like it's Martin. Oh, that did not look real great for this young man right there. Had a bit of an oopsie moment, but it's okay. Gets back onto the track. No harm done to anyone right here. So here we go. Oh, a bit of a shaky moment there on that last exit corner, but here we go. Microstatic gets himself into 2nd place position, relegating Obnivious down to 4th. Third place position, relegating Obnivious down to 4th place position, and then Sebi takes the next position away from Obnivious and takes 4th place position, and Obnivious will be going down a bit there of those soft compound tires. It is enough for him to stay out of trouble. The bottom 5 guys will be the bottom 4 guys will be the ones getting kicked out of this quali session, so hopefully these guys will be able to save themselves. But let's see, let's find another driver right here, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get on board. So we've just had King Alpha come out, and he's on his out lap, and TJ is also on his out lap. He's got a set of mediums. King Alpha deciding to go for a set of soft compound tires. I wonder what's going on. He is most probably trying to get those tires really warm, or he's trying to get his engine really warm by getting some fluids through by revving the car really high. Oh, okay, that's quite interesting. Whatever King Alpha is trying to do, it's an interesting thing which I've never seen any driver do. But anyways, here we go now. We're still on board with Griever, with TJ, Griever and Alpha have not set a time. So here we go now. TJ going through the last sector, trying to get himself ready for his race. For his flying lap. Let's see now. Gets on the attack right away. Going through the last corner quite nicely now. Cruises towards the start finish. And here we go. The time started. And let's see how he does on the first corner. Will he be able to attack it and approach it nicely? He does, man. It's real smooth coming from TJ right there. This young man is quite smooth now. Going all the way up into the second DRS zone. Will he open up this corner right here? A bit of a lock happening into the corner, but managed to get it right. Didn't lock up for too long. Gets the purple in the first sector. Looks like Qualitel's time is up for grabs for now, as TJ is cruising along quite well so far. A bit of a lock there coming into that braking zone. It is a downhill, so it is prone to having a bit of lock, but managed that quite well so far. Didn't lose out on too much time. In the middle sector now, will TJ be able to get himself right? Here we go now as he completes the middle sector. Ooh, gets a purple in the middle sector. This is looking real great right here. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, King, the mighty gods might have another competitor right behind him, as we have TJ here showing us something different with the medium compound tires. So it seems like the softs are just not for him. Oh no! Misses out, gets himself into the top 5 positions. Oh man, misses out on getting into those 126s. That looked like a real good time out there, ladies and gentlemen. It really did look like a good time. Right, so we still have 2 drivers yet to post a timeout here. So this is going to be interesting, as we have 5 minutes to go of this quali session. Let's see how this is going to rock out for these drivers. Oh, there we go. The times have now rolled in. King Alpha is right at the bottom. Hopefully this time around King Alpha will be able to improve on his time, as he's in trouble. So Griffin, King Alpha, Griever and Martin are in trouble of getting eliminated from Q2. So hopefully they'll be able to post a good enough time to move up into Q3. Right, so we got pretty much 3 minutes to go of this quali session. Qualitel still leading our second session right here, which is looking real good for Qualitel, showing us some great potential. But let me know, chat in there. Let me know which driver you are supporting. Definitely would like to hear it from you guys, and which driver do you think will win. You see, the thing is, it is going to be a little bit of a different story in Q3, so stay tuned to find out who's going to be able to get themselves a real good spot in Q3. So keep thinking about it. Who's going to win? There we go. Let me know who is going to win. Oh, oopsie moment right there, as we're trying to get to the race director. So far everything is looking fairly okay. So we have Griffin, who's used up 2 tires for his quali session so far. So whoa. So it's looking fairly okay for these drivers so far. But as we're looking at his lap times, looking okay. Invalidated a few, well, 2 laps, but so far it's looking fairly okay for King Alpha. He would definitely like to move up the field a bit, but let's see how Qualitel has done this. Managed to, he's aced a real good time. Yeah, look at the first, second, and third sector time, looking real good so far. Let's see how this is going. The guys are just a tad far off, but yes. Let's get back into it. 1 minute to go of this second quali session. We'll be losing out on 4 drivers. Martin is still in a bit of an issue right there. If Martin can get himself up into the right spots, he should be okay. But here we go now. Martin starting his Martin just managed to pull himself and Dolph. Well, Dolph has been in 8th place position. Martin has managed to pull himself into 9th place. So it looks like Martin has used Dolph for a bit of a slipstream right there. So that's some excellent work coming from the guys right here. Crispy still in that 10th place position. It is going to be a little bit interesting right there. Yeah, no, definitely Microstatic. It's gonna be an epic battle. It is definitely gonna be an epic battle, without a doubt. I don't know, like, you know, the top 5 and midfield, it looks awesome. Even the back end of the whole entire field, it's gonna be epic. The drivers pushing out last minute laps right here, trying to stay out of getting disqualified. Will Griever be able to get himself out of that elimination as he's now cruising through? Still managed. Hopefully he didn't invalidate his lap. It looked like he invalidated his lap. But let's see now how this is gonna go right here for Griever. Will Griever be able to get himself into Q3? Let's see now. The last few corners have happened. Down the pit straight. Just misses out. Just misses out on that 11, on that quali. That is so bad. Like a few tenths, dude. A few tenths. That is tight. That is tight. But that is unfortunate. It looks like the guys, that Skekski, well, pardon me, not Skekski, but Sketchy Dude has managed to get himself into pole position there. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The second quali session has ended. I think this is going to be epic, without a doubt. The second session quali session has ended. Now we're moving on to Q3. So a few drivers will get eliminated. So that'll be King Alpha, Griffin, Crispy, and Griever will be eliminated. Martin just managing to just escape with a bit of a hairball to just manage to snap that 10th place position. So let's see how this is going to work out for the guys as they're now going to cruise over to Q3. You know what? This is really exciting, ladies and gentlemen. To see such competitiveness. And, you know, the thing is, it also brings out that strategic side of things also, if you think about it. I mean, look at those times. We have now lost the 4 drivers at the bottom, which have gotten eliminated from Q2. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one right there. So, a few drivers using a bit of the tires there, but we'll see how this is going to go out as time goes. Right. Yes, ZL, thank you for the support as always, man. You're missing out on some epic racing that's going to be happening right here, ZL. But I'll definitely see you Alright, so let me get my telemetry ready. Zeal. Oh man, you're missing out on some great stuff. But yes, thanks for the support as always. Thank you very much. It is much appreciated. But here we go now. I'm going into Q3. 12 minutes Q3. Let's go. So this is going to be quite short, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be heated. You can see most of the drivers are most probably going to come out with a set of soft compound tires. So let's have a look and see now. Here we go. We are seeing softs coming out. Definitely. Right, so this is going to be interesting. So only Oblivious has decided that he's not going to be coming out early. He's most really just having a look and seeing, just oh man, crispy man. It is rough, but yes, there is still the race. It isn't the quali isn't the be all end all kind of thing. Yes, it does allow other drivers to get a bit of an advantage, but there is the race still to come, so things can still happen. Strategy is set right and you're all good to go. Alright, so Crispy, get ready for the race. Get ready, young man, get ready, because it's going to be one epic race that we're going to have right here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let us get drafting. Right, here we go now, going through with microstatic. Here we go now, going all the way down to the first corner, taking that right hander nice and neatly there, staying nice and tight into the center of the road. And it seemed a little bit slow, but he managed to put the power down quite nicely. And we go opening up this right hander, looking real good so far. There we go, keeping it smooth without too much drama. Hopefully this will be a real good time out for microstatic right here. Now we do have a few drivers up in front of him, and another Ferrari up in front of him, which is Oblivious, who just came out. But it looks like we have a Haas up in front, which is TJ, and Reynolds behind him so far. So looking at that rotation out of the corner, it looked real good right there. Oh no, I'm sure. It just depends how things are for you, Crispy. If you've set your setup nice for a race, it should be all good. Oh, well, a spin out there coming from one of the Reynolds. That's not looking real great. It's either Wolf or Sebi, but yeah, we're still currently on board with microstatic as he's cruising through the third sector. Will he be able? Oh, TJ setting our fastest time right there, a 125.9, managing to get himself into the 125s. Okay, so we do have a challenger. Microstatic did a number on that last sector, but here we go now. The times are rolling in, and there they are. Ooh, this is interesting now. TJ still managing to stay up ahead and provisional pole, followed by that sketchy dude in second place. So will the sketchy dude be able to keep that time? Let's see now. The last time. Let's see how this is gonna work out for. Oh, there we go. A few tenths faster for the mighty God. So that top three position, the top three guys are going to be showing us a lot of flames. Should I say actually top five, because it's not so much of a huge difference. Yes, it's a few tenths, but we're going to be seeing a lot of competitive racing coming from the guys right there. Right, so on board of Nevius gets onto the curb and loses the rear end. Oh, TJ. Oh, those tires are still quite toasty there for Oblivious. He needs to chill out a bit and just keep things a little bit calm there. Mustn't get too aggressive on those tires. Hopefully he'll be able to set a time this time around, or is he going to go straight into the pits? Let's see. car runs out wide, back end slips out. Oh, shaky moments out here for this young man. He's just going to be doing donuts for us, eh? Looks like it's time to go straight into the pits, young man. You got 6 minutes to go. Do not hesitate. It's not too late. Right, so as the drivers, we take a bit of a breather right there. This is going to be quite interesting. It looks like the two Mercedes drivers are just cruising along, trying to see if they can better their time. It looks by just giving each other a bit of a slipstream. So let's see how this is going to work out for Martin and Dolph. Going straight into the pits, I say. Oh yes, Ladmine! Jeez man, you have been hiding there, Ladmine, as I can see. So ladies and gentlemen, we have around about 3 minutes to go of this quali session, and it looks like we have a few drivers going on to see if they can better their time, and a few drivers who have accepted their current positionings right now. So this is looking fairly good for the top 3 drivers so far, but I'm sure TJ wants to go prove himself as he starts another flying lap now, going through the first corner. Oh, brakes quite late there. It looked real good, nice and snappy, going into the first corner now. Here we go now. Gox is gone, the real fight for a ball. Oh yes, he's definitely gonna have to fight hard right there. So, oh, gee whiz, yo! Look at those racing lines coming from TJ. They are interesting. It's not the same racing lines as the other guys are taking. But let's see how it goes. Ooh, I think TJ seeing that other driver just really got him a little bit wandered up there, and got himself to brake, to lock up the brakes. Oh! So far it's looking okay. So far nothing too big or nothing too bad for this young man so far. So let's see, will he be able to improve right now? So he just needs to improve by a few tenths to make sure he can claim that provisional pole position. Oh, purple in the middle sector. This is looking real great right now for TJ now as he cruises through the last sector. How will he do on the last 2 corners right now? There we go now, breaks in quite a bit late and just clips that apex and gets back onto the power, rocking out onto the last corner now, going through to the start finish straight. Will he be able to get in there? Oh, let's see. Oh, just improves. Doesn't get there. Doesn't get in there. The young lad in the Haas he's gonna have a bit of a moment. He's gonna have a bit of a moment if he's manager, most probably, if he does have. So most of these jobs on the field do have team managers. It does tend to help them out a lot. So let's get on board right with Sebi. Qualito and Sebi are out, and it looks like on the last few minutes of this quali lap, people are deciding to go out to see if they can better off their time. It looks like Sebi has aced that second sector. As you can see right now, there's a Mercedes behind him, which is Martin. Martin is trying to get up a bit of a toe, so he can manage a bit of a faster time going through the first sector so far. So start finish toe will help him out a lot. Let's see how this works out for Sebi. Second place position so far. That's okay. He can do a little bit better, I'm sure, but he's done a real good job, almost cracking himself into the sub 26 right there. Right there we can see right there Martin right behind the Reynolds. He's definitely getting a bit of a lacquer toe, quite a cheeky move right there, but hey, it is what it is. Everybody's competitive, and you can see right here, will Wolf be able to compete against his teammate Sebi, who's managed to move himself all the way to 4th place position. And we can see right there we do have Wolf, who's a bit close. I'm sure he can still do it, but let's see how this is going to rock out for the young man Wolf right here. Oh boy, now that is the end of the quali session. Wolf is in the second sector. So far it's looking okay. Oh, okay, right, so that sketchy dude relegates TJ to 3rd place position, just managing to go a bit faster. That is a bit of a surprise there on the last few seconds of the quali session. TJ is not going to be happy at all about that. Ooh, Wolf gone out a little wide there, invalidates his lap, and he's going to have to back out of that one now, most probably. So yeah, that is a good push coming from Wolf. He tried his best, but it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know who's gonna win. Who is gonna win? Today's battle is gonna be really tight. It is gonna be really tight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna enjoy this. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude our quali session. So far we still have Qualitel, most probably trying to, okay, no, definitely not doing he's not flying through for a flyer, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It was provisional positions, and now we have our actual positions now. So let's have a look and see how things are looking. Right, so looking at how tight everything is, oh my word, we have Mighty Gogs managing to take pole position again this time around again, and then that sketchy dude just doing a quick late notice position snatch right there from TJ, and relegating TJ to 2nd place position. Alright, so followed by Microstatic in 4th place position. This is looking quite interesting. As you're looking at those times, they're quite hastily close to each other. So I hope you guys are ready for it. And Sebi taking 5th place position all the way late towards the quali session. Really nicely done for the young man. Wolf getting 6th place position right there. So it's a P5 and 6 for the Renault team, followed by Qualitel in the McLaren. Zeal, bring Luke along, come here, come playboy. We want to see action, Zeal. We don't want to see the words or saying things. Bring on the action. We want to see you behind that wheel on the tarmac, side by side with the guys, and prove us wrong. You gotta prove us wrong. Bring it on, Brazil. Come on, bring it on. I'm sure there's a few places available. I'm sure there are a few places. Here we go, Brazil. Bring it along, young man. Stop the talking and bring it in. Get onto that wheel and bring it. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna be starting the race coming up. This is gonna be an interesting one right here. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Get ready with your snacks, as I am ready with my snacks. And please do not forget also to subscribe. Right, here we go as the race starts. And they're off. And we are seeing everybody having a real good start. It looks like a Ferrari right there at the back having a real decent start. But the two Reynolds having a good one right there. Oh, and a bit of a moment. One of the drivers has crashed into the other. And, unfortunately we couldn't catch who it was, but it looks like Qualitel as crashing virtual safety car. Oh no, this is not what most of the guys were looking for. They do not want a virtual safety car. This is going to be interesting, right? Interesting one right here, as it looks like that sketchy dude has managed to make a bit of a number on Mighty Gogs. Mighty Gogs losing a position, and looking at the strategies right there: a one stopper, medium to hard; two stopper, medium soft hard. So let's see. Here we go now as we resume the race. We've seen the Ferrari getting quite feisty right there. A lot of gearing down, going through all the way into the middle sector. Sector 2 now looking real great. Looks like the sketchy dude is making a run for it now. The Mighty Cox just bringing the rest of the field with him, with a bit of a tow train, to put it in a sense. Here we're going through now the high speed corners. Will the guys be able to handle these corners right here? Will we have anybody going onto the curb a little bit too early and missing out a bit right there? So we're going through all the way down to the last sector now, going all the way to the last two corners. This is going to be interesting right here as we go through the last two corners. Oh, and you can see that Reynolds is getting a little bit close there from Sebi. Sebi wants to take that position away now. Everybody's looking quite feisty. That sketchy dude is running the car away from any slipstreams, or to say, toes. And now we are rocking all the way. Oh, we had a bit of a position change right there between Mighty Gogs and Microstatic. Microstatic is trying to make a move on Mighty Gogs, and we can see right here, side by side, going into the next corner. Oh, Microstatic be able to complete the move. He does, going out wide, running out the outside, and they're almost side by side, and we're seeing a Haas right behind there of TJ. He also wants to make a move right there. It looks like Mighty Gogs is not feeding the mediums. Oh, a bit of a moment for TJ right there, almost losing his car, but then we see, pardon me, that's Mighty Gogs, but TJ and Sebi having a bit of a battle right here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is looking quite tasty right here. Now we got TJ right behind Mighty Gogs. TJ had a real good career right there. Now Mighty Gogs is trying to break that slipstream. Mighty Gogs is in a bit of danger right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how this is going to rock out. Oh, Mighty Gogs is just not nailing those corners. TJ just right behind him. He wants that position. He is gonna do something right here, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go now. We're gonna have a DRS train, as you can see right there. Ferrari of Microstatic trying to break the toe from the driver behind them, going out a little bit wide and managing to do so quite well. Let's see how this is going to work out for TJ now. TJ right behind Mighty Kong. Slipstream on. There we go. Yes, it's side by side, leading all the way down to the first corner. Who's going to break first? Oh, Mighty Cogs backs out, and Mighty Cogs wants to go around the outside. Doesn't find a space. TJ places the car in the right place. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're back at it again now. We're going to be seeing Mighty Cogs chasing down TJ, but a bit of a lock up there for Mighty Cogs, and almost hitting the rear end of TJ, but Sebi's just waiting to pounce into action right here as we are on board with him, seeing the battle up in front. It's looking quite feisty. A bit of a lock up going down into the corner corner. But so far it looks real great so far from these guys. It's looking quite toasty right here. King Alpha now, he wants to make a move on Dolph. Dolph is trying to defend, coming out of the slow corner. Dolph has had a real good getaway from the slow corner, but going all the way back up again. We do have Sebi, who's under a little bit of pressure from Wolf right here. Wolf is Sebi's teammate. Sebi's just stepping in for Alicia, who Sebi's a reserve driver, but he's doing a real good job leading the Renault team right here, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see how it goes up in front right here as we're rocking through. The guys are doing a real good job there to keep real closely, but then we are see Crispy now getting really close to the Red Bull. Oh, a bit of a touch right there going into the right hander, and Crispy managing to get out of trouble. Oh, that Red Bull went out a little wide for King Alpha. King Alpha moving from the middle of the pack, going up a little bit of a few positions right there. So this should be a moment for Crispy right now to make the position on King Alpha. Crispy now right behind King Alpha. Crispy will have DRS right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is looking real toasty. Let me bring up the telemetry. I forgot about that. Oh, it's been an epic race right here, ladies and gentlemen, and we're looking real good so far. Here we go now. King Alpha making a mistake, gets onto the curb a little bit too deep, and then loses a little bit of his back end there. Come on, Crispy now, once he goes outside of King Alpha, going through towards the corner. King Alpha just manages to keep his position, takes the inside line. Crispy goes around the outside and brings it back into the inside. Who's gonna back out of these high-speed corners? Crispy backs out of the high-speed corners, and now the Red Bull's back up in front. Oh, a bit of a touch there. Oh, that's looking quite feisty between these two drivers here, between the Alpha and the Red Bull, and the Alpha manages to break in nicely into the inside of the corner and take the position away from King Alpha. Well, King Alpha wants to come back at this once again. A bit of a touch from King Alpha right there. King Alpha gets into the inside. King Alpha's lost his end plate. Here we go again. We do have Griever right behind, waiting to pounce between these two guys right here by going all the way up to our race leaders right here now. They're doing quite an astounding job staying within we're staying in touch within each other, and it's looking real great right here up in front so far. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We got Griever now. He wants to take on King Alpha. Griever taking that slipstream, a bit of a tow coming through all the way towards the last corner. Zappers are going into the last corner, takes the inside line, and ooh, a bit of a touch right there. Closes the door on that Red Bull. The Red Bull's going to struggle for a bit right here. Let's get back now. We got Mighty Cox right behind Microstatic. Microstatic seems to have made a bit of a mistake right here. Oh, Sebi falls back behind. It's interesting right here now, but the pressure's still on for between these guys up here into the top 5 positions. Right, so here we go now. Mighty Cox putting a bit of pressure right here. TJ also feeling that pressure from behind him right there. So Microstatic wants to take the position away from TJ. This is quite interesting. So Microstatic losing his position to TJ. It looks can't remember that much, but anymore. I've been having quite epic racing, just forgetting a little bit, but this is not looking so great for TJ. TJ is using a lot of his ERS right here, ladies and gentlemen. Microstatic is gonna have a good one on the start finish straight. He just needs to stay within that 1 second gap and get into the detection zone for DRS. Whoa, what's happening right there, ladies and gentlemen? We are seeing a switcheroo between Mighty Cox and Microstatics. It looks like Microstatic has had a bit of a moment there. We had a bit of a lag spice coming through, but we're not sure what really happened there. But Microstatic managed to defend his position back, gets back at it, and looks like Mighty Cox is not using so much of his ERS so far. That sketchy dude is managing the pace quite well. Oh, a bit of a disconnect. No! It's a disconnection for Microstatic. Oh no! He's gonna lose out in this position roundabout now. Hopefully he can get back into play as quick as possible. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The battle is still on. It's not over. AI versus Mighty Cox. Will Mighty Cox be able to pull away from Microstatic's AI? So we do have Martin And Wolf's battle that's going to come up. Wolf is trying to keep away from Martin, but Griever is still behind the alpha of Crunchy. Griever hasn't made a move on Crispy Crunch, so hopefully things will work out well for Griever. Might make up a few places. Let's see how this battle is going to work out between Griever and Crispy. So oh, Crispy going out wide there. That might cost him a little bit because he might start getting a bit of a track limits warnings there. But we are seeing this battle that's happening up here in front. Microstatic seems to be back in it. Yes, he is back. A bit of a lockup means he's definitely back. So let's see how this is going to work out for this young man now. He's going to have to fight for the position back now. Oh boy, Mighty Cox is going to have to try and keep Microstatic at bay. Microstatic is really close. Microstatic goes out a little bit wide right there under the break-in zone, going into the exit right there. But now going through the medium speed corners, going right, left. Oh, let's see how this is going to work out now. Microstatic is falling a little bit behind there. And we can see Sebi now just getting himself real close to Microstatic. Microstatic is feeling the pressure now. He just needs to get back into rhythm. That's all he needs to do. He's still in touch with the Mighty Cox. He'll get the DRS. It'll keep Sebi away, but he needs to get himself a little bit closer to Mighty Cox. Alright, so as the position stands right now, ladies and gentlemen, we've done 7 laps on this Bahrain GP, and we have our current race leader who, we have a Ferrari. Obnivious seems to have binned it into a corner. That is not looking good. That is, oh boy, that is not good at all, but at least he's managed to recover and come back again. Here we go once again as the drivers get really close to each other right now. Will we get any movements coming up right now? We are on board with Sebi, and we see a few drivers going straight into the pits. Those are the soft compound drivers. But let's see how this is going to go between Sebi, Mighty Cox, Microstatic. I must say it is quite hard for these guys to follow as they lose a lot of downforce going through the corners, trying to keep up with the driver up in front. But let's see how this is working out for these guys right now. Oh, it looks like Microstatic is just losing a little bit of touch right there from Mighty Cox. Mighty Cox is really managing his pace quite well. This time around between these drivers, it's all about nailing those times and nailing those laps after laps, making sure do not make any mistakes. It looks like Microstatic has lost the touch between him and Mighty Cox now. He's let himself vulnerable to Sebi. Sebi getting the toe. Woo, getting real close quite quick right there, ladies and gentlemen. But we are seeing Mighty Cox getting close to TJ right there. Mighty Cox has got his game on. It looks like Microstatic wants to take the inside line as they go towards that fourth corner. Microstatic taking that inside line. Will he be able to get a real good exit? Oh, a bit of a switcheroo coming from the outside for Sebi. Sebi doing a real good job of taking the place away. Nice and clean coming from the young man. Will you see a move coming from Microstatic right now as he'll try to take the position away. Our first culprit right there, King Alpha taking a penalty. Right, so we have Mighty Cox right here on board with him, still keeping in touch. We still have the battle between Sebi and Microstatic. Microstatic stayed in touch with Sebi. Now this time around, Sebi is not going to have that DRS. Microstatic just managing to break in quite nicely. A real good technique coming from him. A bit of trail braking going into the next right-hander after that dust speed cornering. Oh, virtual safety car, no ways. Drivers shooting straight into the pits during the virtual safety car. Oh no, Skekski gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. Oh, so this virtual safety car is going to work well for the race leaders now. As you can see, the guys are going out for hards. Oh, we got that sketchy dude going out for a set of mediums. Is he going to try to take the mediums all the way till the end? Let's see how this goes now. Oh, this is going to be quite an interesting race right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how this is going to go. We've got the hard compound tires runners now. The game has changed. Everything has shifted. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, to like and subscribe. It does help out the drivers a lot. Helps us get a bit of sponsors out there. But yes, hope you are enjoying this epic racing that we're receiving right here. Now, question is, what matters right now, it's all about who can get those tires right on the first few laps. Will they get them heated up nicely at working conditions? The hards do take a bit of time to get going. Hopefully these guys will be able to get them right. There we go now. We're currently on board now with Mighty Gogs. Mighty Gogs wants to make a move on DJ. Oh, this is going to be real bad. A lot of pressure. Okay, wow. That is a bit of a glitch. But it's a lot of pressure for that sketchy dude up in front. He's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. He's going to be so disheartened after this. He isn't as fast as the other guys, it looks, on those medium compound tires, but let's see how this is going. You see, this is the first time I see Mighty Cox using the ERS a little bit. He switches it off, uses it just to get out of the exits. A lot of locking up is going to be happening here, ladies and gentlemen, as we're now cruising through the laps and laps and laps of the hard compound tires until they get up to temperature. You'll see a lot of guys locking up, definitely. Oh boy, it looks like Sebi has managed to take a move, to make a move on microstatic, and this is interesting for now. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing a bit of a battle here at the back between Qualitel and Griffin. Griffin in the house. Qualitel taking that inside line of those soft compound tires. Griffin is on the hard compound tires, so he had no chance. He did not see Qualitel coming out of nowhere. So this is going to be an interesting battle right here. The difference in pace between the two drivers is a little bit far, but Dolph has got those soft compound tires. You can see right there, Wolf is struggling a little bit to keep the car under his control, running a little bit wide through those high-speed corners. Hopefully he'll be able to get himself into a good rhythm with those mediums, as he seems to not be getting, he's not getting them right into temperature so far. Oh boy, here we go. We might have a switcheroo that's coming up here between 1 and 2. going through the start finish. This is looking quite insane right here, ladies and gentlemen, as the guys are cruising around the start finish. TJ used up most of his ERS, and that sketchy dude has used up his ERS also. Battle also coming up between the Ferrari and the Reynolds. A bit of a switcheroo that happened right there between the two drivers. Tried to happen, came back around for Sebi to keep the position. Alright, you got another battle here between Wolf and Dolph. Wolf and Dolph are still going right here. We're trying to keep track of these battles right here, ladies and gentlemen. But it looks like Dolph will be getting the DRS now. Will he be able to... just Wolf places the car in the right place. Just avoid Dolph from getting that position. And here we go. Two drivers up in front, still battling out to take the lead. Microstatic trying to make a move back at Sebi. Sebi in 4th place position, just managing his car quite well so far. But we can see right there, he ran a little bit wide there, that might punish him. As you can see, Microstatic now has managed to ace that corner. Sebi still managing to keep away from Microstatic. Let's see how this is going to work out between that sketchy dude and TJ. TJ now going through into DRS for him. Here we go now. DRS wide open for TJ. TJ still not been able to catch up. I don't know what that sketchy dude is doing, but a straight line speed is phenomenal on his car setup, and it's looking real great. The straight line speeds on that sketchy dude's car is insane. What an epic race that we've seen here, ladies and gentlemen. We are 14 laps down and a few more laps to go, and this is just an epic race. We've been seeing a lot of side-by-side action from the guys, really giving us a real good battle. Here we go, the battle happens right at the back for 9th and 10th. A switcheroo between Griever and Dolph, it looks. Here we go, the Alpha of Crispy, actually, Griever and Crispy, they have been battling out for a bit there, trying to take the positions away from each other, just trying to get that 2 points position between the two drivers. Alright, so here we go now, back at it again now, going towards the last corner and then getting out of the exit now. We do have Sebi. He's up in front of Microstatic, and Sebi's running rich. He's running rich to make sure he stays up in front. So chances are that sketchy dude is doing the same thing, running rich to avoid being tackled by the DRS zone with that straight line speed. Oh, this time around it's not gonna work. As you can see now, Microstatic taking that inside now, and the exit right there now. They're almost going side by side. Oh, Microstatic didn't manage to get it really good enough get away out of the corner, but Sebi's defending for his life. A bit of an illegal defense there on that entry of the previous corners, but still a good defense coming from Sebi. Sebi now trying to make a move, trying to stay up in front as Microstatic puts a lot of pressure on Sebi. Right now, look at that. Sebi has nowhere to go. Microstatic uses a little bit of ERS right there. Now DRS going through now, side by side. Will Sebi back off? Definitely does back off, and Sebi tries to do a bit of a switcheroo now, comes back around, and it just happens. Microstatic loses out, goes out wide. Oh, that's a little bit of a rough one right there, as they keep battling it out together now. There we go now, we've got TJ right behind the sketchy dude on the last corner. Now TJ will be able to get the toe and the DRS, and that sketchy dude has insane straight line speed on that setup, definitely. Oh no, it looks like Microstatic has lost it a little bit there, losing out vital few tenths on that last sector. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Getting on board with TJ. TJ still trying to see if he can make a move on that sketchy dude. Yes, that sketchy dude has a 5-second penalty, which does allow TJ to take the possession away from that sketchy dude. But at the same time, you gotta remember, anything is possible. TJ could also get a penalty going towards the end of the race. So you can't just assume that TJ has won this. Oh, a few movements happening right there between our back markers, and you're seeing TJ just managing to stay intact with that sketchy dude. Oh, this is going to be interesting right here. Will he be able to get this right? Will he be able to get in there? Let's see this time around, TJ. Come on. Yeah, definitely it is. The switcheroo that has been happening between these guys, it is insane. It has been going on for lap after lap after lap. Oh my word. And here we go, once again now getting on board in the Ferrari of Microstatic. Microstatic has now got DRS. This time around he'll be able to complete the top outside, going all the way to the 4th corner. Microstatic goes around the outside. Will Microstatic be able to go into the lead? He manages to go into the lead on the exit, but then we still have Sebi right next to him, going into the high-speed corners. It's still side by side. Oh, this is quite tricky. What are they doing? Oh, they managed to get out of it. Oh, Microstatic gets a 3-second penalty right there. Oh, that is just not... Just not what he wants right there. Dragon Slayer, just click on the YouTube channel link. You are on the stream right now. You can just, just take the slider, take it all the way back to the start. You can still catch up, just like Formula 1. Alright, so thank you for joining in, Dragon Slayer. It's been a while, I haven't seen you around there in Acoria, but oh, this is not good for Microstatic. Microstatic really needs to take this position and stop pulling away right now. He needs to make a move right now. He needs to pull away, that's all he needs to do. And here we go. Oh no, Griffin has given Sebi the DRS. Oh, that is not good at all. Oh, the battle for first is happening right there now. We almost missed out on it now, as I had a bit of a switcheroo on the first corner. TJ now just had to back off, most probably on the exit of the second corner, but he's gonna have to work hard again to try and catch up to that sketchy dude. TJ has disconnected. No, that's not looking great for TJ right now. No. Oh, here we go now. The battle between Martin and Crunchy is gonna happen right there, but let's keep in touch with this battle between Microstatic and Sebi. Sebi now is still up in front. Microstatic, a 3-second penalty for him so far. Those are the penalties as we stand right there, ladies and gentlemen. It is not looking so great for Microstatic. Microstatic needs to make a move right now, but we are seeing right here Qualital getting himself really close to King Alpha. King Alpha just defending for his life. Qualital goes straight into the pit. He's on a 2-stopper. Alright, so here we go now. The battle between Sebi and Microstatic is still on as they're rocking it through. Oh, we are seeing the switcheroo. What is... Oh, no, definitely. Oh, TJ hasn't managed to come back up. Oh, he needs to log back in. TJ was giving us a real good battle between him and that sketchy dude. TJ missing us on that one right there, unfortunately. And here we go now. Microstatic trying to have a look on the outside. Oh, will he go out a little bit faster towards the inside, trying to accelerate, going all the way up the hill right now. We've seen Sebi and Microstatic now. Sebi doesn't have DRS. Microstatic is going to go around the outside again. Will he be able to get it? Oh, breaks in quite early. Sebi managed to break late and stays up in front. And here we go again, going through the second sector. Again, they are still right there at it. ladies and gentlemen, this has been an epic race between these two guys. Have been battling out hard, but then we are seeing Griever right here between Griever and Crunchy. Crunchy is trying to defend for his life now, trying to bob and weave to break the toe between him and Griever. Oh, Griever goes for a dive around the outside coming from him. Oh, that was a risky move, but he could have completed it. Unfortunately, didn't manage to make it stick, but it was a brave move coming from Griever right there. Now, here we go. Now we got the battle between Sebi and Microstatic. Microstatic is still chasing down Sebi now. The mini back straight towards the long straight at the start finish. It's just helping Microstatic with a bit of toll right there. He just needs to ace the exit of the last corner. He should be able to be right there, but now Sebi has managed to get the DRS from TJ. TJ is still not where to be found, still disconnected. Oh no, this is not looking so great for TJ right there, but now Sebi will not have DRS around about this time around, I think. Here we go. The battle will continue once again now. Griever's now chasing down Crispy. Crispy's trying to stay away from Griever. But here we go now. Microstatic staying real close to Sebi now. Oh, the battles are just insane all over the field. This is looking real great. 9 laps to go, and we are on fire. Oh no, Microstatic having a bit of a moment right there. That is not looking great at all for Microstatic. Oh my word. Hopefully he can get things right. Will he be able to get around the outside again? There's some about. But then we are seeing Crunchy and Griever. Griever has managed to take away the position from Crispy. Oh, damn, we missed out on that move right there. Now the move is going to have to come back from Crispy. Crispy's going to have to fight Griever for the position. These two guys have been going at it for a long time. Besides, the battle that has been going on between Sebi and Microstatic. Sebi and Microstatic are going at it still. You see Microstatic starting to catch up now. He's doing a bit of a real good job right there now. So let's see how this is going. All the back markers are just helping out Sebi to get that DRS once again. Oh, this is just a battle of suspense. Oh, come on. Let's see how this is going to rock out between the two guys. Oh, what? Oh no! Just so oblivious. Just Bennett right there loses his car under a lot of pressure there. Oh, couldn't handle the pressure from race leaders up here. Alright, here we go. Crispy and Griever going at it towards the first corner. Around the outside, Crispy goes. Will Crispy be able to make it sick? Oh, it takes that inside line and just sneaks the car right into that. And the Alpha managing to get that DRS and doesn't activate it. Oh, this is going to be an interesting battle right here. Sebi's still trying to shake off Microstatic. Oh, bit of a trail locking in there. Trail braking into the last corner. And here we go now. This time around, Microstatic should be able to catch up to Sebi. Wouldn't be able to make a move yet, but we'll be able to catch up to Sebi. Here we go now. Sebi coming right there, getting to cover the whole of the track. Puts the car in the middle of the track right there. Goes off the racing line. That will punish him right here now. As Microstatic will be going side to side with Sebi. Sebi, oh boy, Sebi's taking that inside line. Who's gonna pick up? Microstatic goes off the track and oh, that was a moment right there. That was a moment right there. You would have had it. Oh, a bit of a locking up once again, going into the corner. Griever going back at it again. Crispy and Griever, they're going to be quite close to each other once again. But the battle up front is getting quite toasty. It's just a battle to get into podium position. That's all they want to do. Alright, here we go now, ladies and gentlemen, all the way down to the start finish. Who will be able to defend, or who will be able to take the position? There we go now, DRS for Microstatic once again now. This time around, it looks like Sebi has managed to get a real good exit out of that corner. Microstatic getting really close now, Sebi trying to defend, Sebi goes! Oh, just placing the car in the right places for him. Oh, Microstatic, just losing the back end of the car, losing out on that extra acceleration. Oh, Sebi just trying to close the door on Microstatic. Sebi seems to be just fighting for his life right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, if you're enjoying the entertainment, please do like and subscribe as always. Oh, definitely having an epic race here between the two drivers right here. Let's have an overview and see how this is working out between the two drivers. So far, Sebi is under a lot of pressure. Microstatic wants to go past Sebi so he can just make up some ground. Sebi is defending to stay on the podium position in third place. This is quite interesting. Microstatic trying to see, bobbing or weaving a little bit there, trying to see if he can make a bit of a position up on Sebi. But we can see right here, Crispy and Griever are still going at it. Now Griever will be able to push away from Crispy, it looks still. Oh, that's going to be an interesting one to see later on. But let's see how this is going to go down now. Here we go now, start finish. Will Microstatic be able to get this exit right this time around? It looks like he has. It looks like he has. Here we go now, DRS for Microstatic. And here we go now, the move is going to be completed all the way down to the first corner. Microstatic is going to be right up in front now. Microstatic. Oh, Sebi breaks in late to try and keep Microstatic at bay. Oh, that's going to be another switch back around again. And there we go, DRS wide open for Sebi. He stays up in front. Oh, damn. I know, ladies and gentlemen. I know, don't worry. I know these guys are not gonna make some moves on a few sections of the track. That's why I'm just having to have a look at the other guys right there at the back. This battle between these two drivers is insane. These guys are trying their best to get well, Sebi's trying to defend as much as he can, but Microstatic is going at it. And there we go, we got some DRS now. He's not going to be able to make a move. That's the mini straight, I call it. The mini back straight. Never be able to really make a move unless if you got, you know, a real good exit and your opponent is not that fast. You'll be able to make a move. But here we go now, Microstatic managing to stay real close, keeping the tow going for him. This is looking real good. Let's have a look. Sebi doesn't have ERS as much also. You see Microstatic just weave a little bit to avoid losing a bit of downforce there on the last two corners of this track. Here we go now, start finish straight. Now Microstatic, will Microstatic be able to make a move back? Oh, we can see Sebi now taking the inside line again. Sebi squeezing Microstatic. Oh no. Oh, this is real rough for Microstatic. Every time trying to make a move, Sebi just keeps placing the car at the right place. It's like Sebi knows that Microstatic is not going to take a chance. Oh, Microstatic goes for a dive there. What an epic dive coming from Microstatic. Oh my word, I did not expect that coming from Microstatic now. Sebi now has to do the chase now. Here we go now, yeah, that's it. Now Microstatic is right up in front of Sebi. The switcheroo has happened. Oh, this is gonna be an epic one right now. Will Microstatic be able to pull away from Sebi? It needs to be 3 seconds up front from Sebi. Sebi is just not in the right space right now, it looks. He seems to be struggling with a bit of pace. Microstatic managing to keep away from Sebi. The gap between the two is starting to show now. Microstatic has a little bit of more pace. Sebi always gets this last corner right, so this time around we can see now Sebi's got the DRS now. Will Sebi be able to make any moves on Microstatic? Here we go now, the extra few kilometers should help Sebi out. Oh, Microstatic places the car, makes sure that it defends harvesting happening right there for Microstatic. Now he's going to use that DRS for Sebi now. Side by side going into the first corner. Microstatic is in the inside. Sebi, Sebi having to stay back a bit right there. Side by side. Sebi wants to get into it. A bit of a touch there. It's a bit of a touch. That's a little bit dangerous coming from Sebi. Microstatic placing the car in the middle of the track, keeping it nice and tight right there. So now this is going to be quite interesting now. Somebody's going to make a mistake quite soon between these two drivers here. And Mighty Gogs has taken that that leading position away from Sketchy Dude. Sketchy Dude really needs to try and pick up a little of pace, because if the time changes, hopefully Microstatic will be in that 5-second penalty zone. For Sebi actually, as Microstatic has, no, Microstatic gets another 3-second penalty. No. Side by side, going all the way down now to the last two corners. Sebi trying to make a move on Microstatic. That is an interesting one right there, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see right here, side by side, pit straight. Microstatic going for it. He's now going to try to use a slipstream to stay nice and close between him and Sebi. The only thing that Microstatic can hope for is Sebi to get a penalty. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't over at all. As you're looking at it right now, Microstatic is chasing down Sebi. He's trying to see if he can make any sort of moves on Sebi. Sebi has managed to keep his racing nice and clean, no penalties so far. So this is still a solid win for Sebi on that P3. That's interesting. So we can see Microstatic most probably opting out to go for a set of soft compound tires to snatch an extra point for himself. Alright, Kusai going through the field. It's looking fairly spaced out so far. Crispy just needs to make sure that it's within a 3-second gap between him and Creeper, and Crispy will take that 9th place position away from Creeper, but Dolphins managed to pass right through the two drivers. Alright, so this is going to be quite interesting right here, ladies and gentlemen. So right now, what Microstatic has decided he's going to do is he wants to go for the fastest time, okay? Let's have a look and see. Fastest lap currently held by Wolf. So let's see how this is going to work out. Will Microstatic be able to catch up sometime and make sure that he can take the fastest lap? 2 laps to go, and let's see how this. 1 lap to go actually, and let's see how this is going to work out. Will Microstatic be able to take the fastest time? Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the chat. Will he be able to take the fastest time? I feel like it will, definitely. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Cruising through the start finish. It looks like Microstatic's teammates of Nebius has managed to help Microstatic to get DRS on the DRS zone. So far it's looking real good for Microstatic as he's now cruising into the first sector quite nicely, braking in quite nice and late because those soft compound tires are nice and sticky, and going through now, gets a purple on the first sector. Job number 1 done. Will we be able to complete job number 2? Keeping focus now, bit of a lockup going into the corner, and now going up the hill now, focusing on making sure that he's not losing too much power as he goes up out of the corner to avoid that wheel spin. He is running the car rich, and he is almost empty on fuel. Now going through in the second sector, opens up the corner, goes to that left-hander. Oh, there we go, Mighty Gogs wins this race today. Let's get you to get another 5-second penalty for an unserved penalty. That is not good at all. Qualitar retires from the session. That is not what we want. So, job number 2 completed for Microstatic. Now he needs to complete job number 3. Will he be able to get it right? Oh, Microstatic, take the fastest lap right there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how this is gonna go. Oh, and he does! Microstatic snatches the fastest lap, taking that 4th place. Doing a real good job right there. Well done to the guys who've raced today. They've shown us epic racing of note. Oh my word. Unbelievable racing, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Look at it right there. Mighty Gods taking the race win right there. Didn't lead from the start. Managed to move up the field quite well. He wasn't really phased so much. Fought his way up and managed to get himself into P1. Sebi managing to take P2 because that sketchy dude got a penalty. Yes. So sketchy dude got a penalty. That's why Sebi's got P2. Because sketchy dude decided that he is gonna sketchy dude decided to get to not serve his penalty. That's the problem. So that's rough. It is rough. It's hard to believe, but it is rough. Sketchy dude just literally gave away a real good finish by not serving his penalty. Right, ladies and gentlemen, look at those finishing times right there, and look at the positionings. Wow, Microstatic taking that 4th place position, followed by Wolf in 5th place position, TJ taking 6th place position, Dolph 7th place position, Martin 8th place position, Crispy 9th place position, Griever 10th place position, Obnivious 11th place position, King Alpha 12th place position, Griffin 13th place position, Qualitel 14th place position. Right, ladies and gentlemen, what a race. I definitely enjoyed that. It was epic, hey? It was epic, without a doubt. That is some epic racing right there. Right, so let us get into the interview section. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a real good look at everything, and this is looking real great for these guys. The season is gonna be an epic season of note. Oh my word, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Wow. What a race. Yay? What a race, hey? Yo, these guys, they showed us flames. They have showed us flames. Wow, some real good racing right there. Mighty Gogs taking pole position, followed by Sebi, and then right there, the sketchy dude just missing out by not serving his penalty. Oh, that is rough. That is rough, ladies and gentlemen. That is rough. But yeah, let's begin the interviews. Ooh, what a beautiful race. I hope you guys definitely enjoyed it. Do not forget to like and subscribe. It does help us out in the long run. Oh my word. I cannot believe this. The racing that we received today. Yeah. I'm sure the drivers are exhausted where they are. Definitely exhausted. They are definitely exhausted. Yo, I've never seen such racing in a long time. It is epic kind of racing. Let's do this right here. Woo-hoo! Oh, 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 oh. Mighty.
Hello.
Another one. Yassi, bruh. What is that?
Well, it was more or less thanks to TJ disconnect.
Yeah, TJ,
well,
yeah, he's
a
something
bit of
else,
a
man.
shame for Sketchy actually. He made that absolutely insane one-stop work. He went from soft to medium somehow, and managed to keep it throughout the entire race somehow.
That is strange. So, what did he do? Like, did he not switch compounds?
He got just a couple of seconds too much penalties. Unfortunately, he could have taken P2.
Because it says that he has an unserved penalty.
Really? I think it's a drive-through or something like that.
Oh, must already had a drive through.
Speeding in pit lane. I'm not sure. But congrats to Sebi as well. P5 to P2.
Yeah, but man, I think he had a bit of a moment there on the start of the race. Didn't manage to get things up right. Ended up at the
Oh yeah.
at the almost the middle
The
of
rear
the
was
pack.
the rear was very hard to control at the start. And yeah, the rear left at the end of the race was 70% wear.
And you managed to survive and keep it together.
I had to lift on that uphill right-hander just so I won't spin off.
Oh, I see.
But-
That's after taking it slow, right?
Yeah, it's not fun, but
Yeah, man.
kept it.
But you're well done again. You are leading this league currently. Well done on your first place finish on the second round at the Bahrain track. But yeah, you've done a real great job moving up the field quite nicely and swiftly. So yeah.
And more importantly, good points for the championship. 62 points for AlphaTauri.
Yes, definitely. AlphaTauri is actually leading, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, no, it was real good stuff there coming from you. And yeah, thanks for the awesome racing, man. It's awesome all the time to see you guys race.
Thanks for the commentary as well.
Nah, it's all awesome, man. Alright, take care, eh?
You too.
Awesome, bye. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We are just waiting to see if we can find Sebi somehow, somewhere. And we also need Sebi. And it's Sketchy Dude. We have not, we can't see where they are. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, please do remember to like and subscribe, press the notification button, because we are coming up with the next stream once again on Wednesday. Hopefully this time around load shedding is not going to be an issue, so you'll be hearing from me. But definitely we'll be seeing you again in F1 2021 next week Wednesday, and again F1 2020 on a Saturday, same time, same place. Definitely enjoy all the awesome comments coming through the chat. Love having you guys around. Love the interaction. You guys are just awesome as always. So yeah, please do remember, like and subscribe. Epic season. Turn on that notification bell because you do not want to miss out on some hot action coming from here, Acoria eSports Gaming League. So yes, that'll be me, Rego, signing out for today. See you guys on Wednesday on F1 2021. Everybody, take care and enjoy the rest of your evening. This will be it. Goodbye from me.